all suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
I want to start off this press conference to say something as a deep note that I can tell America. What we've seen at the beginning of this press conference, the father being at this press conference, these are my words, don't quote anybody, is a disrespect to the dignity of his son. Next Generation Action Network from the beginning has respected the loss of life. No matter our opinion of it, we have kept our opinion close. We have not attacked. We have not shared the information that was shared with us about Austin Metcalf, because we respect the dignity of life and loss. And as a minister, I would not attack a grieving family, even if I disagree with them. When I have stood before this podium for people who have died at the hands of law enforcement, I have asked for that same manner of respect. And even when the shoe is on the other foot, I will not do that. And all I'm going to say, so it don't be asked later, is that was disrespectful and just shows you all the character who is not invited. He knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family, but he did it. And so I say to people, actions speak louder than words. Okay? What he has failed into is the political operatives that want to make this thing a political thing of hate, yet bigotry, and yet racism. We have conservative operatives that have been posting nonstop about this case. It is outright disrespectful. We haven't been doing it. The Next Generation Action Network has been here, popular and unpopular. So regardless of what's going on, that was disrespectful. Disrespectful. And I will leave it to y'all to define it. But of course we want to. Y'all, I'm Minister Dominique Alexander. I serve as the president of the Next Generation Action Network. Today I come before you with a heavy heart, but determined in spirit, not just as an advocate, but as a Black man, as a father, as a protector, community, and children. There are 4 critical points I must address today, and I want to make sure that the public and the media and everyone who believes in truth and justice. First, the misinformation about the fund. From the very beginning, there was an intentional disinformation surrounding the fund created in the support of the Anthony family. The Karmelo Anthony Fund, hosted by Give, Send, Go, let's be clear. The family has not received one dime. Any of the media could have verified this, but we saw on Twitter, we saw on Facebook, and so many different things of the false, lavish life of this family. $800,000 home, purchase Escalade, and private security. Let me make this very clear. The Next Generation Action Network has always had its security detail. Many of you that know us in the Dallas and Fort Worth media know that we have our own security detail. One of the individuals that escorted Karmelo Anthony out of jail is here present with us now. They are a part of the Next Generation Action Network security team. The family hasn't hired any private contractors or whatever, or splurged or whatever. But if they have the audacity to spend money for their safety and security, that's their prerogative. The family has not withdrawn, and just until recently, just yesterday, they were officially notified by Give, Send, Go that they could start the withdrawal process. But if anybody know about this process, they know that that takes about 2 to 3 days to withdraw from that and actually hit any account. But this blatant propaganda wasn't just about the fund. It was to discourage the public from giving to the fund. That's what this was about. Because just like TMZ was able to call, give, send, go, everybody in the media, in these news outlets that I've never heard before, could have did the same thing. When I first called Give, Send, Go, they gave me every information that I needed. Okay? So that's what I'm going to say on regards to that. Let me make this very clear. This family never authorized a single fund on the GoFundMe platform. All of the funds that were raised on the GoFundMe were all fraud. Yeah, I got you. All of the funds that was raised on that platform were fraud, okay? The family was the first to report these funds. One of the funds we identified raised up to $11,000. So a post about anything that stated that GoFundMe took everything down regarding Karmelo Anthony, that was at the request of the family and their supporters. This family never tried to create an account on GoFundMe. The Next Generation Action Network is very well aware of the company's policy regarding raising funds for legal defense, okay? Since this tragedy unfolded, the Anthony family has been subject to unimaginable amount of hate, racism, threats to their safety. People have sat outside their house, sent objects delivered to their door, publicly harassed, online and in person. This is not just about Karmello. It's about the family who dared to stand and demand justice in a return and receive ugliness that racism in this country still breeds. But let me say this loud and clear. We are not scared. We are not moving. We will not be silent. What I've always said as the president of the Next Generation Action Network, we will never ask the oppressor for permission to liberate our people. We will not ask for permission to stand up for the rights of our children. The Next Generation Action Network has stood on both sides of the fence in ensuring that justice is served. Now, getting to the information that the Next Generation Action Network wanted to share with the public today. And I will go ahead and pass it over to the mother once I make this statement, okay? All right. There's two more final. For the last week and a half, the Next Generation Action Network has engaged in communications with Frisco ISD to ensure that Karmelo Anthony's due process is not violated. We know that in the state of Texas, there are things that are discretionary things and decisions by the leadership of Frisco ISD, right? There are clear guidance in the state and education code regarding expulsion of a student. We have asked several times. We didn't just rush. We have had these conversations over the last several days. And we have stated that it is just outright wrong to get involved in this. Karmelo Anthony doesn't have to walk. He doesn't have to involve in any senior activities. But Karmelo Anthony is a 3.7 GPA student. And if he doesn't even go to class for the remainder of the year, he would graduate, okay? We've asked that Frisco do not make a decision in this situation. But Frisco ISD has notified of their intent to expel Karmelo Anthony from school 1 month before his high school graduation. That just shows me that Frisco ISD is trying to push off the blame. And what I have not heard the media say, as many media outlets have asked us what went on, I'm trying to find how many of y'all have asked the superintendent or one single board of trustee, why didn't you cancel or postpone? With weather in that magnitude, you couldn't have a track meet in rain or thunderstorm or clouds. Y'all are the media. Ask your journalists, your weather journalists, how the weather was that day and that time. Y'all do that research. Because as a person who is the administrator of your children, you are responsible for the safety of the children. And so it seems as if Frisco ISD is trying to push this off by making this decision that they do not have to make. So the Next Generation Action Network, outside of the legal process, will be going through different avenues regarding to ensure that we fight for the rights of Karmelo Anthony, okay? So in the next coming days, we will be announcing to the public. We will do direct action outside of Frisco ISD administration office because this is outright wrong. You are getting involved in a process that even the legal process has asked us to respect. And we're asking you to do that same thing. You do not have to get involved in this situation. But it seems that even with us going and meeting or having conversations, they have made their mind up. And we want to make sure that the record, that we talk truth to power in regards. I wanted to lay this out to ensure, because of the sensitivity of this case, there are so many moving factors that I have to explain so that this family does not have to explain. Let me say this about the fourth, and let me repeat this so that you guys can go to the Frisco Police Department. The reason why the family or me or anybody with direct knowledge of this cannot talk about the particulars of what happened in that tent, I know you know this is all law, is because if anybody tell you there was an adult near or inside or whatever, this current investigation knows nothing about that. Everybody involved at this point of our knowledge are minors. In the state of Texas, you know we cannot release or talk about minors. So stop asking us the question. Stop. It's no. We can't even do it if we wanted to. Okay? We can't talk about it. So don't ask. There is a court of law that will express everything, will lay out everything. We can't talk about it if we wanted to. Okay? So make it clear. Go back, confirm with Frisco Police Department. Go back, confirm with the district attorney. Even in the bond hearing, you didn't see a single thing said about people that was indirect. They're minors. Okay? So stop. The social media, stop. I haven't saw not one person single-handedly get this right in the public. They're minors, y'all. Just stop. We can't. Don't send another inquiry to NGAN inbox, do this, all of that. That's the reason why we felt like it was important to do this press conference today. We can't talk about it. So if you ask me, I'm just going to look at you, okay? So I'm telling the world, everybody know the state law. I'm not creating it. We can't talk about it. This family can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. Nobody, unless you want to be sued. You release one of those 16-year-olds or 15-year-olds and 17-year-olds name, the law of this land tells you what will going to happen to you. Okay? So don't ask that question. Finally, in regards to this judge, I do not know Judge Angela Tucker. I've never met her, never known her, never been nowhere near her court. Don't know anything about her until we were notified that she was going to hear the writ. But the ugly attacks on her just shows Black America that no matter what you pick in the ballot box, and that is your constitutional right, it's people out here reminding us of the Black struggle in America. This woman is a registered Republican, has been for years. She put herself through school, she raised her family, she did everything. I'm a registered Democrat, proud. I'm the chair of the Dallas County Democrat Resolutions Committee. I don't know that woman. And to call her leftist is just downright, the bond that was given is according to law and consistency with practice. If Aaron Dean can get a $300,000 bond when he killed a Tatiana Jefferson, Karmelo Anthony can get a $250,000. If Amber Geiger can get a $200,000 bond when she kills Botham Judge in his own home, he can get a $250,000. If Roy Oliver can get a $250,000 bond after he kills Jordan Edwards, all white officers, why couldn't Karmelo Anthony be entitled, a child with no background, no criminal background, no endangerment to the community, none whatsoever, be placed on a ELM and brought home? Please help me understand. Make this make sense. It's consistency. It's consistent with practice. After this, y'all, so that we'll know, this will be our final press conference until this trial. We will not speak to the media again after this, okay? Don't ask for comment, question, or whatever it is. The actions that the Next Generation Action Network take on Frisco ISD will be as separate from the legal process because we want to make sure that Karmelo Anthony's due process, this is going to be a jury case. And then let me make this very clear. This is a case that has not even been indicted. So, under the guise of Texas law, it's not even really proceeding to a trial yet because it has not even went through a grand jury to be indicted. We don't know if a grand jury will indict or not. We don't know. That's in the district attorney's hands, okay? And their legal team is preparing a packet for those things, and we will not be talking about the legal process regarding this case, okay? So after today, I just want the media to know, and I want the public to know, I don't care what you say about me. I've been in this thing for 11 years. I am tried, tested, and proven. I'm gonna just say, I'm from Oak Cliff. Worser things have been said about me, baby. You ain't gotta inbox me, you ain't gotta tell me. I am the first person to tell my testimony. I don't have to prove anything to nobody. I am a proven testimony standing here that God, even when you make mistakes, God is not finished with your story. I'm going to bring this mother, Kayla Hayes, and it has taken her a lot of strength, y'all, to come and do this today. And I want you guys to respect her as she read this and giving her the respect that she deserves, y'all.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband worked hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmello and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a 2-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us. To be clear, we will not speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day. There's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
The community united can never be divided. And I'm going to say this again, and this is for everybody. Black people in America, while the current occupant sits at 1600 Pennsylvania, Black people in America don't have to pull the race card. It's what we live as a reality every day. It's what we have to teach our children. We don't want to, but we have to. We don't like to, but if we want to sleep at night, we got to. I ain't pulling no race card. I live it. I'm reminded all the time that I'm a Black man in America. And what y'all just showed to Judge Tucker is just reminded that hate and bigotry and racial reconciliation in this country, we have respected the process. I believe that Austin Metcalf is about to have his funeral. And I wouldn't dare, even with the information I know, and plenty of people can share that and all that, but we have prevented from speaking about that in these type of public forums. It will come out. They have a more than well-capable attorney, and this family will go through a process of being able to get prepared for this trial. So I just say this real quick. This is our final time speaking to public and holding a press conference regarding this particular case. Now, the Next Generation Action Network will talk about Frisco ISD, but we will not do this. I will not ask this mother to do this again. The attorney will not. We won't do this again. Don't ask. We will see you at trial. Whatever venue that is, we will see you there. I stand 10 toes down supporting this family. And I want to thank all of the community leaders and people that I have seen that have came here today. Bishops and pastors and clergy, community leaders with respectability in this community. I see them today, and I want to thank them for their presence because this family needs strength right now. Thank you, and God bless you.
We're going to go back because I want to show you something else that they spoke of after the press conference. But I wanted you guys to see it in full like I just watched it myself. All of the things that were said had my blood boiling. Ask YJ. Well, I said, YJ, man, this shit pissing me the fuck off. Brother say, man, don't let it do it to you, man. The things that are being done, the things that are being said on the internet, the things that are intentional, and they're doing it. Why? There's racist people out there. A lot of people say, hey, you know, racism don't exist. You're a motherfucking liar if it don't. And we knew this was going to be the case once we heard about this case. Black guy kills white guy. 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later, 5 years later, 6 years later, 7 years later, 8 years later, 9 years later, 10 years later, 11 years later, 12 years later, 13 years later, 14 years later, 15 years later, 16 years later, 17 years later, 18 years later, 19 years later, 20 years later, 21 years later, 22 years later, 23 years later, 24 years later, 25 years later, 26 years later, 27 years later, 28 years later, 29 years later, 30 years later, 31 years later, 32 years later, 33 years later, 34 years later, 35 years later, 36 years later, 37 years later, 38 years later, 39 years later, 40 years later, 41 years later, 42 years later, 43 years later, 44 years later, 45 years later, 46 years later, 47 ye It'd have been in reverse. It'd have been the same thing. Can't even cap. It would have been the same thing. Hold on, let me look at what YJ said. Say constantly looking at this stuff, I'm sure would not do good for one's mental. They need to deactivate all that shit. Probably easier to say that than to do, but she would sleep better at night. Yeah, you're right. It's probably easier to say that than to do it. But sending threats to these people, man, putting people address, home and workplace, putting they shit all online. Y'all are some immature, childish ass motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. And I'm not gonna say excuse my French because I meant what the fuck I said. Like I said, people don't put themselves in other people's shoes. Karmelo made a decision whether it was something that was influenced by his parents or not. You're taking it out on his family. Like they the one who stabbed the boy. He didn't. They didn't. Karmelo did. And we don't know. We're still waiting to find out if it's justified that he really was defending himself. We don't know that yet. So if something comes out later on in this trial that what he did was justified and it's proof to be shown, for all you motherfuckers who's doing these evil deeds to this family, lying about the goddamn GoFundMe account, trying to stop people from, supporting this family. We came out in numbers. Them people raised over $400,000. You talking about they trying to buy a home. Do you know how much it costs for lawyers? Do you know how much his bond originally was? Yes, they dropped it to 250, and he paid what, 10, 20% of that, whatever the case may be. We don't know how much money they're gonna have to pay these lawyers. For you to sit here and say, oh, they splurging, they buying security. When I seen Karmelo being walked out of that prison, out of that jail, and I seen the guy from the Community Action Network, whatever he is, I knew those guys that was with Karmelo was a part of him. You got to. But no, you want to say they splurging on security. But shut up. Y'all some goofy motherfuckers, bro. Y'all irk my motherfucking nerves. Then, the part we're going to watch next is y'all know Karmelo cannot be near the Metcalf family in any capacity. Why is the father up there, man? Who you think you scaring, bro? Now, I just spoke good about you in my last video and said you forgave Karmelo. Now you're up here, I guess because your wife done got into your head, even if she's not your wife, baby mama, whoever she is to you. Now you want to try to act like Mr. Big. I understand you lost your son. I get it. I'm not going to say you can't feel how you want to feel. But right now, what you're doing is disrespectful, just like he said. Just like he said. You know that goddamn press conference was for you. And the place, the venue they had it at, the owner said, you got to go. Damn it.
The Frisco ISD student who was accused of stabbing and killing another Frisco ISD student at a track meet a couple of weeks ago. You know, what we just heard from Hayes, if you didn't get to hear all of her comments, she was very emotional, very tearful, being held by her husband. And her message today was really informing the public of the way that her family has been impacted over the past 2 weeks. She says that her family has been threatened, they've been attacked, and they've been lied about. She said that she believes in the Constitution and the law, and her ask of the public and her ask is that we just watch this play out. This case is, as what's been indicated here, is going to go to trial, and she said she wants a fair trial for her son. She was very emotional, talking about the way this has impacted her other children, her husband, who she said had to take a leave from work. And she also did mention the Metcalf family. Austin Metcalf is the teenager that was killed in this case. She says that her heart goes out to this family that has suffered a loss. If you've been with us over the past hour, this press conference was actually delayed because Austin Metcalf's father actually showed up to the press conference, did not leave when he was asked to leave initially, and was peacefully escorted out. We've got video of that now by Dallas police. During this press conference, Dominique Alexander, who is the president of the organization that hosted this press conference, spoke about Metcalf being at the press conference. He called it disrespectful. As you can see here, Mr. Metcalf had a calm conversation with officers. I believe he shakes hands with the officer he's speaking with before he walks away. And he had stood in the back of the room with his sunglasses on like he's wearing now, not really engaging with anyone, but did stand there for some time and again, refused to leave when he was initially asked before police actually escorted him off. After we're told the owner of the co-working space where this office is told him he was trespassing if he refused to leave.
I just want you to hear the part where the father was there when he shouldn't have been. He was asked to leave, and he didn't want to leave. Trying to make something out of nothing. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But I do. It's just the way of the world. How people want to do things and how people want to handle things today. When you react off of emotion, this is what's going to happen. Instead of seeing it all the way through, looking at it for what it really is. And you can't just go off of the initial story. That's the foundation that was put in front of you. Now it's time to dig deep. And anybody who follows true crime, anybody who is in tune with these type of cases, you know how quick a curveball can come in that you're like, damn, I didn't even fucking know that. Of course. All that information, like Dominique said, there's information that they could put out right now that probably could make things look a little suspect on the other half. But he didn't do that. Not in the wake of this man being buried. Come on, man. Have some type of integrity. But I think that's what a lot of people in the world are missing. None whatsoever. And then I watch, if I could find it, I'll let y'all see it. Nancy Grace. I used to fuck with Nancy Grace. Especially during the Shanquella Robinson case, I fucked with her hard. I gives two fucks about that bitch now. Y'all, I'm not even gonna play her shit, but if y'all get a chance, go look at her latest goddamn video or podcast, whatever you want to call it, that she did on this case. I swear to God, your blood will start boiling. She ain't for us. I can tell you that. Yeah. But yeah. I just wanted to let y'all see this for what it was, see what your reaction was about the mother speaking, because the mother, I felt so sorry. I had a couple of tears come out my eyes for that lady. Real. There was no acting. That was pure raw emotions coming out that lady when she was reading her statement. I'm not in it because it's white versus black. I'm in it for right, for wrong. I want to learn the law. Any type of situation that arises, I can teach my kids. This ain't what you do. That ain't what you do. It's right versus wrong. My heart goes out to the Metcalf family because they lost a child. But I will say this to y'all. Let the system do its job before you start being stupid. That's all I'm going to say. Being ignorant can turn this into a big, big mess. I promise you don't want that. I'm going to get up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, to this update. Karmelo mother speaking out. Stay tuned. As soon as another update comes, I'm here. Y'all know what it is, man. Go ahead and get up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.